Hi everyone! So for the past few days or weeks I have posted a few videos about yokai, Japanese monsters in general and so on, and I figured it was time to tell you more about these creatures as they appear in my upcoming novel Blood of the Kami. So just to give you some more information here, Blood of the Kami is the story of Len Fudo, a solo hunter for the secret organization called the Yaseki, and their mission and Len's mission is to fight yokai. And if you are wondering why, it's simply because in this world, in the world of Blood of the Kami, yokai are bad, or as Len put it, Hasontama are spirits born of negativity or regular ones damaged by it. Loss, war, extreme frustration can corrupt the soul and change its nature. A corrupted soul will seek chaos and live to extinguish the light from our world. Yokai are the largest group of Hasontama, but they are not the only ones. And just like the Kami, yokai are the individual form of a spirit, but the negative one, and they are vicious. So Len and his comrades from the Yaseki live and die to hunt yokai, and they do so they can gather the souls, the corrupted souls of those yokai, to be purified and then released to rejoin the eternal energy and so on. There is more than that, but I will let you discover it in Blood of the Kami. But to make it very basic, they catch, purify and release the souls of those yokai. So in the Japanese culture, like many other things, yokai are fairly difficult to define and limit. Like some things were not yokai, then became yokai, or vice versa. According to the time of history, yokai do not mean exactly the same thing. So in my book, I took a more direct approach. Yokai are all the monsters that are not ghosts. So anything that's a ghost, yurei, is not considered a yokai in my book, and all the animals that evolved after some time or some experience into more intelligent and powerful beings are also not yokai, though it's not always clear either. But basically yokai are just bad monsters in Blood of the Kami. So we meet a bunch of them throughout the novel, from a slightly dangerous kappa to chatty kanibozu, all the way to very lethal tengu. Some of them are more dangerous than others. They can be more clever, more ambitious, braver too. The Yaseki throughout the centuries have kept a record of all the yokai they've encountered, and they have maintained this bestiary on how to hunt them, which one should be avoided, and so on. And for your pleasure, I have included a few pages from this bestiary at the beginning of this book, so in the foreword of this book. For your pleasure, but also to help you visualize some of those monsters that can feel, well, quite exotic sometimes. So if you have never encountered, for example, a wanyudo in video games or anime or whatever, it might be difficult to picture what they look like. Because if I tell you, okay, wanyudo are basically a head put at the center of a wheel and it's all enveloped in flames, you might have an image, but the Japanese culture has a very clear image of what is wanyudo. So thanks to the bestiary, you know what they look like. Well, in the case of wanyudo, they are also on the book cover, so maybe you didn't need it as much, but they are pretty cool. That's those two guys, like this one and this one here would be wanyudo. So yeah, the wanyudo, for example, are very Japanese, and it might be difficult to picture them in your mind without a visual representation. Then you have the nue, which is like a Japanese chimera, or the ushioni, which is basically a gigantic spider with the head of a bull. Again, it helps to have their pictures here, plus those sumie drawings, the work of an artist named Ramananda, are absolutely amazing. I mean, I love them, and I hope there will be more with book 2. So there you go. In Blood of the Kami, we have Ren, Fudo and Suzume hunting yokai the way Geralt of Rivia hunts monsters, meaning that it has a tendency to backfire. It often backfires, and no amount of tricks or brain or skills guarantees the success of the hunt. Plus, this time Len is not just hunting a single yokai on the loose, but he's facing an actual army, and let's say that it is possible that for once the hunter becomes the prey. Now, this very simplistic black and white view of the yokai in Blood of the Kami is obviously very straightforward, but as we will see in the sequels, it's not just that simple. But that's a story for another time, like maybe next year. Blood of the Kami comes out in less than 2 weeks, April the 2nd, 2025, in ebook, hardcover or paperback. I'm excited for all of you to discover this novel, and I hope you are ready for a wacky adventure. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and to subscribe to this channel. I will see you very soon. Cheers!